2023 October, this current one has been going on. There's been curfew in, and the curfew has come down. So, starting from 13th, the current one, someone will ask, what is the reason for the conflict? It is basically ownership of land in Nkwanta. There are 3 different feuding groups, the Achode, Chala, and then the Adele. All of them are claiming ownership of Nkwanta. All the 3 groups also have their traditional capitals. The Adeles have it in Tutukpene, the Chala, Odome, and then the Achode is a Shiari. But they all claim ownership of Nkwanta. So if one group wants to do something in Nkwanta, like a festival, the other group feels that it is using that festival to claim ownership of the town. And that creates security problems for us. So on that note, let me move to the current one. On 13th of January, 2025, a group of Muslims went to the cemetery to bury a departed colleague. Whilst at the cemetery, gunshots were fired. No one was injured. No one suffered casualty. But it started raising tension in town. On 14th January 2025, the day after, shooting were recorded. Then we got to know that on the 13th night, some houses, gunshots were fired there. We went around and then realized that some people were injured. On 15th January 2025, unknown gunmen attacked 5 houses at Tiobodom. And one Naomi Foliga was shot. She's currently on admission, receiving treatment. 3 houses were also burnt. MUSEC in Nkwanta met and decided to meet all the parties and then advise them to use dialogue to resolve their grievances. However, on that same night, the firing started again. That is the 16th. Around 5 p.m., armed men attacked Tiobodom again. Tiobodom is located below the hill. So Shiari is on top, Tiobodom is down. So the assailants, we believe, are from Shiari, will descend the hill and then attack the Tiobodom community. 3 houses were burnt, 3 persons were killed. Police and military reinforcements were deployed to Nkwanta to maintain the peace during that night. Now on the 17th, more police and military reinforcements arrived in Nkwanta. So the situation was calm. No gunshots were heard. But we went around and realized that 2 other persons had been shot, bringing the total number to 5. And the injured, 10 persons had been injured. As at yesterday, we had no gunshots, but we realized that 1 person was also shot in his room during the 16th. So bringing the total number to 6 persons killed, 10 persons injured, 12 houses and 1 shop set ablaze. On 18th January, the military and police conducted cordon and search in selected houses based on intelligence from the NIB. In all, 10 suspects were arrested with 2 pump-action guns, 2 single-barrel guns, and 131 cartridges were retrieved. On 20th January 2025, 7 of the suspects were remanded into prison custody by the Dambai Circuit Court. 3 of the suspects are on admission at the hospital with various ailments. One has a collarbone injury, the other one is in intensive care unit, and another one is also receiving treatment. When they recover, they will also be put before court. Just this morning, the military and the police again went to Shiari based on intelligence, and they've arrested quite a number of people, about 50 of them. We are here to screen them and prefer the appropriate charges against them, those found culpable. So as at now, security-wise, the town is calm. The surrounding villages are also calm. But we are still maintaining our presence because it is an uneasy calm. It can degenerate at any time. But the operation to Shari today, I am happy because it has sent the right signal to them that nobody can escape the full force of the security services. So that wherever you are and you think we cannot get you, we can come after you. So this morning's exercise has sent the right signal to those who are bent on fomenting trouble. And we are grateful to the National Security Coordinator and his team for bringing men to assist us in the region.
I want to say that just in these couple of weeks, chieftaincy and land issues have given us a lot of troubles. And the security on individual basis will not be able to control it. And so for this particular era, we are looking for some specialized form of cooperation between the various security agencies. We must work and not discriminate in every respect of our work. Because if you want to do that, we will not be able to go anywhere. Now, I am looking more to see proactiveness in the way in which we fight this sort of disputes. I wouldn't call this one dispute because it is outright crime. Shooting into security vehicles and shooting into private vehicles or even going to the houses of people to kill them, this is absolute crime. And this one, we must deal with it, and we must deal with it ruthlessly. I want to sound a caution. If there are chieftaincy disputes, they need to take the correct channels to resolve them. And we will support peacefully. But if there is a recourse to violence that seems to harm the individual or the ordinary citizen, we will not sit aloof. And as a coordinator, believe me, I'll be in the trenches with you. I will not say go and fight the battle and then sit in Accra. You would find me with you. I'm also looking forward to you dealing with those you've arrested in connection with some evidence relating to crimes having been committed, really prosecuted. In fact, the investigation must be crisp so that we get it right. And that will serve as a deterrent to others. My brother General, I think the mere fact that they were on the hills and then firing back at our people means that we must go after them. Please. I want those groups arrested, whatever it takes, and the support will be given to you. So that you give the ordinary people the peace to be able to go about their daily duties. You did raise the issue of having a regular camp or something here. I think I have to discuss it with them. We'll look at it in terms of logistics and the tactical positioning of such a camp and whether it is feasible or not. Because sometimes you don't want within a democratic dispensation to be seen to be militarizing everywhere. But on this particular instance, I think it is necessary that we do something that is of force so that people can be assured of their freedoms to go about their duties freely. I also want to assure you that he was talking about the difficulties of the Assembly being able to foot the bill of containing the troops here. The national security intends to absorb that expenditure. But when it comes to the previous one in which you have incurred debts, I think we would look into it. So rather for now, deal with the troop that has been deployed currently, that 100% we would foot the bill. I do not know whether we have a hospital close by so that some arrangement can be made for the upkeep of our troops in terms of their health and whatever it takes. I don't know the rotation system you have in place to be able to rotate them, to refresh them. I don't want us to keep them here too long because then the zeal and then the enthusiasm dies. Let's have a system where we rotate them frequently and to enable them work. Aside that, I want to assure you, I'm with you, 100%. And this thing must stop. We have it all over the place. This will be a test case and an experiment. If it works, we are going to replicate this model in other places where we have similar conflicts and characteristics that has elements of crime imbibed in them. With that, I say, I thank you very much on behalf of the President. You are doing a good job. I think it was within 3 days you achieved this. I remember calling you on phone and you were ready to just hit the ground running. My brother was always on the line and then communicating with me. This is the collaboration we are looking for. We are just one group of people, you know. So today when I was coming, I was torn between wearing the police uniform, wearing a civil one. So I took in between to express a neutral position. And my doors are always opened. Whilst we are fighting this crime, no matter how hard we want to hit those criminal elements, I want to urge you not to indulge in acts that would in turn infringe upon the freedoms of ordinary people who are not involved in this casualties. Some degree. You're still recording me, auntie? Some degree of, I wouldn't call it collateral damage. Mistakes may happen, but we should keep it on the minimal as much as we can. But when it comes to those firing on us, I do not want them killed though. I want them arrested because I do believe that we have the capability and power that goes beyond theirs. Arrest them and let them face the full rigors of the law. With that, I thank you very much. And then we will have an off-camera discussions and see the way forward. I thank you.
And the Assembly is really indebted because of the security issues. Even they send out to a court, if the Assembly are going to court for non-payment of the debt that being accrued since 2022 up to date. And when it happens like this, our office become empty, the town become empty. Nobody will go to office. In our educational center, when we go to cricket, all schools are being closed. And all teachers, even the director of education came to me yesterday. He complained bitterly of the gap now we are having now. Because all of them will be writing the same BCE. And the others are attending school, but here in Konta, our children are in the house now. Revenue coming to the Assembly is very, 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 very low. You cannot go to the market and collect even a revenue. Going to various houses become a challenge to us. Mr. Coordinator, I would just to make a request. That request that if this Konta township, we can have a mini camp that will have the security, will have a total security should be solved once and for all. Then I know that this town can move forward in the right direction, so revenue will come and total development will come to the people, especially for future generation to benefit for what we are leaving behind them. If we are going to leave this type of life behind before we leave this place, then it's very poor. It's not good at all. Therefore, my request is that we need a mini camp here that actually it will forestall all this nonsense in the municipality. Thank you.